Welcome back to part 3, after results. Um, so I come back out here today. It's about 1 or 2:30, almost 3 o'clock actually. But I come out here about 2:30. Um, it's warmer and dry today, and I come and did spot sprayed. Again, I spot sprayed here, there, the lug nuts again. And through here in some of these bolts, like these here and stuff, and up here, and so on and so forth. Not so much, I mean, I could have probably got some more on front differential, but that's fine. The rears, it has like a bronze goldish tint to it right here. The aluminum obviously is not an issue, but and the shocks, that black metal part, I didn't get the back side of that. I can come back and do it another time. But I did do this one and the back side. Any place where road salt and brine can get thrown and slung, probably wouldn't hurt to do these two. I can come back and do those. One can work pretty good. I mean, if you don't live in an area where you ever run into that, probably not something you want to take into consider, worry too much about. Now, if you plow or you deal with it in an area where you deal with it in your vehicle, that CRC rust inhibitor is probably about the best you can get. There's Cosmoline something, I forgot the name of it. I posted it in words on another one. My video pops up, but I went ahead and decided to go with CRC. This stuff, I think it's going to work pretty good. I believe it's prudent to do this. You can see how much of a collar if you hold it in one spot too much. But I just want to make sure that I get those bolts. And this is kind of based on what I ran into with the Honda 300. Wasn't real bad. The carrier bolts, like for the racks that were bolted into the frame, the front and the rear, I put liquid wrench penetrating oil. I forgot which one it is. It's their better one. Liquid wrench works really good, but it didn't, and it helped, but it didn't completely resolve it. Krill oil is pretty good, and knocker loose is pretty good. They're probably better than liquid wrench, but either way, it's better to put something like this on it, and like I showed you, put a little bit of grease on it as you put it in there. People that have done it more, have more experience with it, recommend that. They work on them regularly, so they see the common issues. If you noticed in my previous video, that white powdery stuff on the back side of the rims, I believe that's Honda Bond. I'm not 100% sure. They may put Honda Bond on the lug nuts from the factory after they torque them down. I torqued these to 47 feet-pound. That's what it's supposed to be. It says it in the owner's manual. I did find it in there. I don't remember where. That's where the torque is. I've yet to get the service manual, which I mentioned in part 1 of the corrosion protection. I know it was a lengthy video. Sorry. This one might seem a little lengthy too. But, I think it's a prudent idea. One can, I still got a little bit left in it. Did this twice, 2 coats, thoroughly. If you watch the video, pretty good for the 300. So if you have a side-by-side, maybe 2 or 3 cans, probably 2, because that'd be like two of these, 1 for each. So and that's 2 generous coats, really. Anyway, let's see what I aim to say. If you can lift it up higher, that way you can definitely make sure that you're really looking underneath it and getting those bolts especially the ones that go into the frame to avoid it from being rusted in. Now, if it's brand new, it's a good idea to do it, but you can do it if it's used. You can clean it up real good. Even CRC makes a degreaser to get any grease and anything on it, so that this stuff bonds better to it. And you can use it on automobiles, anything. I mean, marine grade, anything that could be susceptible to the chemical reactions of road salt and brine and moisture and stuff. So yeah, it's got a little of a gold tint, but that don't matter. I know that I got protection on a brand new zinc coated bolt. See, zinc coated bolts, they do have corrosion protection. It slows down corrosion, but to put something like this on here, it should remain looking new. Now, like next year or something, if I need to apply it, you can wash it off, degrease it, and reapply it, or you can just apply it this way. You can wash it, still, I mean, like the top part, because I didn't apply it, you can use a pressure washer, not too strong a one, and on the engine and stuff for the most part. And you could dry it and reapply it if you feel like it come off. I think it'd be fine. But like around there, I wouldn't hold a pressure washer in one spot for too long, because I think it will. It's not like fluid film. Fluid film, you wash it off, it washes the fluid film off. This stuff bonds better, it basically does what fluid film does, and fluid film works good, but it does wash off. So this is better for that, in my opinion. This will work for me, because even though it's got that gold tint, it looks like it's got better corrosion protection. Now some pieces of equipment and stuff, they already have a different type of coating on their bolts to prevent it. Also, if you use a plow and salt often, this would probably be a good idea, especially up on the plow and the plow mount and everything. Coat that real good, and it will work. It's been proven, especially on automobiles and stuff. It does what it's supposed to do. And some like Project Farm, if you look at his channel, he compares all these different ones, and other people have done it too. Fluid film does good, but if you wash it, there's nothing there protecting it. This stuff doesn't wash off as easy. Flex Seal, if it gets chips in it, it no longer does what it's supposed to. This stuff, it does pretty good. So, depending on the circumstances and what you want, I think this is good for something like this. Again, I may not run into it, but if I do, I've got that added protection on a brand new machine. So that'll probably conclude it for this episode. And I'll see you again here next time on the ground.